All right, without further ado, I'll introduce our panel of experts today. For this month, we are very honored to have with us Miss Sunny, who is the marketing manager at 2B Hura Apps. Sunny is an ambitious marketer. She has 3 years of work experience in agencies and clients, and she plays a critical role in marketing projects in different industries. And today is also a very special sessions for us. And we would like to welcome the second guest, Miss Anne Chu. She is the sales executive at 2B Hura Apps and now handles multiple client accounts across different regions with the 7-year knowledge in sales that she has armored herself with. And right now it's 4 p.m. in the afternoon from outside. And I'm just wondering, how is it going on over there, Miss Sunny and Miss Anne?
Hi, Hazel. It's going great. We are more than excited to be a part of today's webinar. Thank you for having us.
Okay, how about you, Anne?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to today's webinar too. It's our pleasure to be here today.
Okay, so welcome to the webinar today. Do you want to share a bit more about yourself or perhaps something that our audience can look forward to in today's webinar?
Also, hello, I'm Sunny. Currently, I'm in charge of marketing of 2B Hura Apps.
Okay, sounds very great. So what about Miss Anne?
Hi again, I'm Anne. I am a sales executive of 2B Hura Apps. I hope today's session will be a helpful one, so keep tuning in.
Okay, so thank you all for your introduction. I am very sure that the audience is now very much looking forward to our main sharing right now. So again, guys, whether you are on the path of boosting up your Shopify store to a whole new level or you're just a beginner in e-commerce, this webinar is something that no business owner should miss out on. So let's wait no longer. I'll hand over the stage to Sunny first.
Okay. All right, so can you see my screen now?
Yeah, I can see your screen now, Sunny.
Okay, it's great. So first, I would like to give you a brief introduction about 2B and Hura Apps. 2B Hura Apps has been honored as a strategic brand of 2BIO, a trusted IT consulting service and solution limited company that supports Shopify stores since 2014 to accelerate business performance. We have expertise in programming and marketing and have been working with e-commerce platform for more than 8 years, especially Shopify. Our mission is to bring our clients the most effective and user-friendly solution, which is their work process in online trading. We are committed to always providing high-quality products and service and are continuously improving to meet our clients' satisfaction. So move to the part is about our apps. We own over 10 public apps that are available on Shopify App Store and serve around 10,000 active users. 4 applications of 2BIO are Super Watermarks, Super Effects, Super Reports, and Super Embeds, and they gain an average rating of 4.8 out of 5 points from over 100 good reviews. 3 of our apps have reached the top trending on Shopify App Store just a short time after they are officially launched. Also, Hura Apps had 8 applications, and the app Snowfall Effect Plus is really a standout too. Besides Shopify applications, we also specialize in providing service on Shopify Expert Marketplace. Our brand Hura Apps has 8 years of experience as a Shopify expert with hundreds of projects done along with extremely positive feedback from customers worldwide. With professional and highly qualified programmers, we are committed to completing clients' projects in the best way with high precision, high quality, on time, and within budget.
Okay, so for anyone that is interested in to be Hura Apps services and products, we'll put the link to their website in the comment box down below, and so make sure to check it out. Our topic today is best practices for a seamless customer experience. So Sunny, I might throw it to you first. Can you share more about customer experience?
Okay, thanks, Hazel. So let's move to the main part of the webinar today, how to build a seamless customer experience. Starting off, I'll be touching briefly on customer experience in general sense, and then sharing some key elements that impact the experience. So we come to the first question is, what is customer experience? In short, customer experience is the result of customer interaction with your business. This interaction is made up of three main components: the customer journey, the touch points at which the customer interacts with the business, and the customer experience environment. With a Shopify business, the experiential environment is your store. So, and that comes to the second question, why is it important? Thanks to a rapid innovation and adoption of social media and mobile technologies, customer behavior, attitudes, and motivations are changing rapidly. As a result, customers are becoming more sophisticated and have many goods and service choices available to them. Therefore, understanding coupled with applying measures to quantify exactly what customers want should be used to transform the organization and ensure that a positive customer experience is delivered. So I can list a few benefits when your customer have a good experience with your brand. You can see is 5 benefits here. First is make customer more loyal. Second, it increases customer retention rate. Third is create a better brand image. The next one is it is the main competitive factor of the business. And the last one, increase revenue. Next, we'll go into the elements of customer experience. In this content, in this content, I will focus on sharing the experience of customer in the field of e-commerce, especially Shopify. When they visit and buy goods at online store, it will be slightly different when the customer buys at the physical store. I will share with you 5 key elements that impact customer experience. The first one is page loading speed. If your website has a loading speed of more than 3 seconds, it means that you have lost half of the visitors to your website, according to studies and surveys on online purchasing behavior. If the loading time is over 3 seconds, about 40% of users will leave, and that number comes from statista.com. When the website has a fast access speed, the amount of information customers search for will appear in a short time. This increases user confidence and leads to the higher conversion efficiency of the web, therefore more effective revenue of the unit. And the second key element is content layout. The website layout is a way of arranging and presenting elements in the website, including aligning proportions, spacing, colors, and choosing the position of elements on the web to bring the best experience to users when they visit your website. So a good website layout will help create a close connection between the elements on the website, helping users have an overview of their website and easily find the content they are interested in. The good layout also helps your website to be neater, more scientific and beautiful, especially for stores that need high aesthetics such as fashions, cosmetics, travel, etc., to help reduce the rate of customer leaving when they first access it. And we realized that in years of our experience, Shopify merchants usually struggle with writing a good product description, how to put all the information, how to put all the important information together, like how to get the customer's attention with it, etc. So actually, a good product description doesn't really have much to do with its length, or at least those aspects are not as important as you think. In fact, it has to fully clarify these following factors. The first one, the product characteristics and how to use it, all specification and related information, the benefits and how to use the product, the added value, or in summary, we could say a good product description should answer the question, why should a customer buy it? And the next one is payment method. Convenience and speed are playing an increasingly important role in customer purchasing decisions, especially when buying online. The quick and convenient payment will help customers have a better experience with the store. And with a rapid development of online banking and e-wallets, such as Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, it's not too difficult for you to register and apply those payment methods to your store. And last but not least is customer support. So maybe you have prepared very carefully for it, but under the influence of external factors such as weather, delivery units, etc., customers may still have problems with their orders. If you can support and resolve it in a timely manner, the customer will possibly be satisfied and ignore the inconvenience, or otherwise it is very likely that your store will receive a bad response, or even worse, a bad review from that customer. So supporting customers after they make a purchase is indeed something that business need to focus on. Instructing them on how to use, how to install, and how to maintain will make the shopping experience more satisfying.
Okay, thank you, Sunny, for sharing those important elements of customer experience all business owners should keep their eyes on. And I agree that we cannot forget one thing is that winning customer hearts means that you have got the success. So right now, I hope that we can move to the part where we will show the audience some tips to improve customer experience and some practices that are actually helpful to our customers. And I will be glad to hear this from Ms. Anne.
Thanks, Hazel.
Okay.
As we are now aware of the factors that can impact customer experience, I'd like to touch on some tips as well as some practices that can improve customer experience. These would be a few of our suggestions for activities that can help enhance the customer experience with your online store, especially as the year-end shopping season has arrived. So first, it would be to improve loading speed. There will be no exact number of the best page speed, but based on the Google page speed insight scale, the best website speed should be on the green scale of 90 to 100. The higher the website speed, the better your chances are to outperform your competitors. So here are some ways to increase your page speed. First, you can compress files to reduce the size of your CSS, HTML, JavaScript files that are larger than 150 bytes and compress images in the JPG format. The second method would be to reduce redirects on the page, because each time the page redirects to another page, the website will spend more time waiting to complete the request response. The third point would be to improve server response time by finding performance bottlenecks, such as slow database queries, slow routing, or lack of memory and optimize. So regarding measurement tools, Google Page Speed Insight is a tool to measure page performance for desktop and mobile devices with a scale of 0 to 100. So over 85 points, it's great that your site is well optimized for speed. 60 to 84 points, you need to improve and optimize page load speed. Below 60 points, that means the page is slow and affects the user experience, and you would need to improve performance. So on the screen here, you will see an example from us. So in detail, you go to page speed insight and then enter your store URL. This will be your store's current page load status. You can see the screenshot here as an example. It's from our Shopify expert client. In the section below, there will be suggestions from Google for you to improve the page loading speed. You can read and follow those specific recommendations. Additionally, you can also consider choosing a Shopify app to solve this problem, such as Avatar SEO, Image Optimizer app, or Tiny IMG SEO and Image Optimizer app. So we, in fact, have worked with a Shopify client of ours to help them optimize their loading speed, employing the solutions stated above. As a result, this did give our clients an improvement in speed. For stores that are just starting out, having a good loading speed is crucial in keeping the customers interested in the website and thus having a good conversion rate. As you can see on the slide here, this is a Shopify store that we worked on. The performance score can be considered excellent. The website loads fast, and overall, it is just a smooth journey for users to maneuver through the pages. One thing I like to point out though, is speed is not the sole determining factor. It is not necessary that your store has to be in the green zone to guarantee a great conversion. A large number of well-established stores don't have excellent speeds, but they have managed to build a loyal following based on many other practices and tips to ensure a good customer experience. So on that note, another tip would be to improve your store interface, as it is what attracts your customer visually and draws them into exploring what you have to offer. So this is my next slide. Normal websites have three indispensable parts: header, content, and footer. So the header is the place to show the logo image, the brand, the menu bar list, the category to navigate users to specific articles or content. The content is the part that needs the most focus and expression, because this is the main content of the website and aims to attract and retain users to stay on the website longer. And the footer is the place for businesses to provide necessary information about the company's address, phone number, or contact email. So in fact, the arrangement of the layout and the design depends a lot on your creativity. However, I also want to share with you a few tips to help you create the perfect layouts for your website. First, use visual space to create relationships between elements on the website. They will be placed close together and form a group. Users just need to glance at and also grasp the basic elements that appear in your website. And then you could use gaps large enough to clearly separate different pieces of content and serve as resting points for the eye. As a result, providing a more comfortable user experience, and at the same time, the content becomes more attractive and eye-catching. You can also use the principle of contrast to make a difference to your website layout. This is reflected in the visible area of the elements, using animation in a static background or contrasting in design colors. Another tip would be to use a hierarchical effect. Also one of the ways to arrange a reasonable layout, because it helps users immediately identify the most important main content. In fact, components in the lower gradation will have less display area and less prominent color. I would like to also suggest a few Shopify apps so that you can make better store interface. One of our suggestions would be Super Effects Christmas Boost app. This app adds some interactive season-based holiday-related effects, ornaments, animations, and decoration to the whole website or homepage only. So the store owners will see a sharp boost in traffic and sales. Other apps that I could recommend would be Pagefly Landing Page Builder app or Jam Pages Page Builder app. So with these apps, you have full control over the look and feel of your store with boundless elements, templates, and advanced settings in the drag and drop editor, and optimized code helps you build your storefront in bulk or single, much faster and smoother.
Okay, thanks, Anne, for some very good tips for the store interface. Regarding customer experience while wandering around many websites, sometimes users might get lost or find it annoying, scrolling up and down on the page for too many times. And eventually it's very time consuming to look for a button or an option that helps them to access other content of the website, especially when using mobile phones. So do you have any recommendations on how to optimize this poor experience?
Right. Well, it's the issue with complicated navigation that many stores face. It is recommended that users should be able to access any main directory page in 3 website clicks or less. Additionally, the links on your pages should be easy to find and the link names should be simple. We can use a sticky header so that the users don't have to scroll up and down the page.
Okay, thanks for your great answer. And so you can move on.
Okay, so moving on, writing a good product description can be another helpful tip. On the right slide. So the role of product information description was shared by Sunny in the previous section. Here are a few tips for writing a compelling product description that will maximize conversions for your customers. First, defining the target customer persona. You need to make sure you understand the customer before writing. Know who your customers are, what they care about, what motivates or prevents them from buying your product. Second, focus on the benefits the customers will receive when buying the product instead of just listing the product's features. The third point would be, do not exaggerate the product by using superlative words, and tell a compelling story about your product. Besides, you can also consider choosing a Shopify app. So I would like to suggest the Easy Tabs Product Tabs app. This app adds product page tabs just in a few clicks. It splits your existing product description onto the tabs or adds new tabs to all the products. There is also another app which is called Product Description Writing. So it helps write every piece of content for your product to ensure it is ready to hit the market. It writes your product descriptions, titles, meta descriptions, and unique image alternate text for each image in your product. Okay, so, and then the next tip is to build customer journey maps and touch points with them. Customer journey includes the entire touch point where customers can interact with your business from the time they start knowing you through ads or channels to direct interactions with products, websites, etc., and all the actions a customer takes to achieve his or her goal, be it to find or compare or to purchase a product. A good customer journey map will help you understand the customer experience from their own perspective, thereby making the right improvement to build lasting relationships with customers. So to be able to identify customer needs and problems and then build an accurate passenger journey map, you need to collect your customer data in detail. So who are your customers? Through what main channels do they interact? which products are most popular, what points make them unsatisfied. And then you design into a complete version, like the image that I have on my slide here. So at this point, you will get some ideas about which point you should spend your time on optimizing.
Okay, so store owners, they may design the websites in very painstaking detail. They may got an amazing product for sales, and their marketing strategy is on point. Everything should be good to go, right? But no matter how well we display our wares or how much traffic the site is getting, we could still fail to make that sales because of some common checkout issues. So the checkout process represents the final hurdle, almost the last step in the journey, which can be one of the top reasons shoppers skip for their unfinished purchases. So, and can you tell me what are the concerns that store owners should think of? For example, what might be the potential problems of the checkout errors? And can you suggest some apps, tools, or even software to reduce the struggle?
Well, that's frustrating, isn't it? When you seem to have got everything down pat. There are multiple reasons why shoppers don't go through the checkout process all the way. It could be a complex checkout journey, high shipping costs, or being forced to create an account. So once the store owner constructs the main reason why abandoned carts happen, A/B testing is a good method to determine whether the solution for that reason will work.
Okay, so thank you, Anne, for your suggestions, and we will also comment down the suggestions for anybody who is interested. So you can move on with the slides now.
Okay, so moving swiftly onwards to the final point, which is to improve the capacity of the staff to advise and support customers. The effectiveness of customer care tasks depends a lot on the skills of the consultants and account managers. So training programs, additional knowledge and skills training for customer care staff are essential with all businesses. Also, the addition of incentives when employees take good care of customers and receive good feedback will contribute to creating great motivation for them to complete the task. And yeah, and then last but definitely not least, I would like to briefly introduce the Shopify expert service that Hura app provides. The advantage of hiring a Shopify expert is that you will not need to worry about all the technical issues. If you require programming and design expertise, an expert is always available to help. They are usually highly qualified and experienced in working with e-commerce platforms. Any request you make will be quickly analyzed and a solution will be proposed and subsequently implemented on your website. Hura Apps is proud to be an established expert with 8 years of experience working on Shopify. We pride ourselves in quick responses to every message from customers, holistic solutions, and excellent customer care, even after the project is over.
Okay, so thank you, Anne and Sunny, for the incredible sharings, and that was extremely informative, and there were also very useful solutions recommended. So please, everyone, check out our comments for more information. These are for sure very important points to both long-term Shopify merchants, app developers, and also beginners in the journey of developing customer experience. Okay, so now let's move to the Q&A session to have a more productive conversation with our audience today. Please, everyone, keeps leaving your questions down, and I will pick some questions to read out loud to Anne and Sunny.
Okay, hi, it's me again.
Okay, so let's wait for some audiences to put their questions in the comments.
Okay.
All right, so the first question is, can you share more about how to compress photos and files? Sunny, can you go for this?
Okay, sure, Hazel. So it has many websites that can help you compress the photos and files, such as, okay, I remember, tinypng.com, webresizer.com, etc. But however, you have to edit each photo one by one, and it will take a lot of time if the number of photos on your store is considerable. So to save time, you can use public apps that are available on Shopify App Store, like Tiny IMG SEO and Image Optimizer, etc. To help you do this for a very reasonable price, like I would say $2 per month, I think.
Okay, thanks for the answer. So the second questions will be from a merchant. He wants to have a nice shop, but he has no design expertise. Perhaps Anne may have some ideas about this.
Okay, I take this one. You don't need to worry about that. You can simply choose an existing template that you like to apply to your store. There are many free templates, and there are also premium versions with higher quality or with higher requirements. You can also hire a team of Shopify experts to work short-term to build a complete store for you. And if you still want to design your own store, you can also take design courses on LinkedIn or HubSpot for a pretty low price. The courses will give you enough knowledge to design your own store.
All right. So the third question is the customer journey map you just shared applicable to all kinds of products?
That's just the example I gave for you to easily visualize a customer journey map. In fact, each business needs to build a separate customer journey map for each product line they're selling, because each product targets a group of customers with different characteristics, habits, and behaviors. So to build a good customer journey map and apply it to improve the customer experience, you need to seriously learn about your customers. The more detailed data you gather, the more valuable the customer journey map. You can use basic research tools to do this, like Google Trends or similar web.
Okay, so and Anne, I think you should go for the last questions.
Sure.
An audience wants to run an email marketing campaign for the store. So is there an application that can effectively support that?
Well, you can try OmniSend email marketing and SMS. OmniSend is an email and SMS marketing platform used by over 70,000 e-commerce merchants who want to increase sales. This app seamlessly collects emails from using our mobile-friendly, fully customizable pop-ups, sign-up boxes, landing pages, and even a wheel of fortune. Boost your conversions with well-targeted, personalized messages across email, SMS, push notifications, and use the built-in audience sync for Facebook and Google Ads. Another piece of advice for you is to build a variety of emails and test them on a small sample of customers, and then measure and evaluate their responses. From there, choose the most effective email template and apply it to the rest of the customers.
Okay, that's very fantastic. Thank you, Sunny and Anne, for your answers. So that brings us to the conclusion of our webinar today. New Year's Eve is coming, and even in Asia, we are going to celebrate the Lunar New Year. And this is one of the most profitable times of the year for merchants. There was also no doubt that 2021 presented unusual shopping behaviors among customers. So I believe that the tips from Hura Apps today will definitely be some best practices for merchants and developers as well. And to the audience, thank you so much for your engagement questions. Unfortunately, we have run out of time, so we cannot answer all of them. But don't worry, we will get back to you and respond as soon as possible. So you can still type in the questions even after the live stream ends. And again, we are all learning as we go along. And I'd like to sincerely thank the two of you, Miss Sunny and Miss Anne, for attending today. I would very much encourage everybody to go on to be Hura Apps website and consider which Shopify solutions would best suit your business. And do you guys want to say anything to our audiences before we end this webinar? Maybe some encouragements for store owners before the coming of 2022?
Okay, so I go first. It's been a wonderful time to be on the webinar today, and we have a great thanks to LitExtension for hosting. Thank you. And I hope you are able to have some points to take away from today's session and apply it to your store. So we wish for your business to flourish.
So in light of this festive season, we wish you a very happy new year. If you ever need help with anything Shopify related, please reach out. We'll be more than happy to provide support and consultation.
Okay, that is very great. Thank you everyone for staying until the end. Thank you to be Hura Apps for amazing insights today. And I believe that the audience and I've learned a lot from this. So we look forward to our next collaboration. Happy New Year.
All right, Happy New Year. Bye.
Bye guys.